Take your time, mate.
How are we doing, guys? And that video will have started with Joe Wayman saying, "Take your time, mate. Take your time." As the screen was off as well. So again, nothing untoward at all. How are we doing, guys? Before the whistle blows is back. Before we get into it, let's start straight away with our fantastic sponsors, Football Prizes. Make sure you check them out. Some brilliant stuff on offer this week. Let's go to the first thing. It is absolutely fantastic. This. A Marcelo Bielsa signed and framed Leeds United shirt. Competition ends on Monday, $7.45 a ticket, 99 tickets available. And yeah, you got 3 days.
Don't forget the LED lights, bro.
This one.
That's the main selling point. It's got LEDs.
I know. Look at it. Look at the piece. It's Marcelo. It's everything.
For all the cool kids,
isn't
it? The LED lights and stuff.
Bit of LED lights, and a bit of a disco with Marcelo. There you go. You know what I mean? And then also, for the general football fans, there's another interesting piece as well. Steven Gerrard signed and framed Champions League winner montage from possibly the best Champions League final of all time. Obviously, Steven Gerrard, the star of the show, $4.95 a ticket, 66 tickets available on this one. Competition ends on Wednesday. But of course, there's plenty of other stuff on at the moment. Toni Kroos, Sergio Aguero, Ilkay Gundogan, just to name a few. Check them out, guys. But yeah, check them out. Football Prizes. So let's get into this, guys. How are we all doing? Obviously, Elena, you join us this week. And we are going to talk about Tottenham at some point. Not right now, but we are going to talk about Tottenham. How are things with you, Elena?
I'm good. I mean, a few of the comments were saying that you're waiting for me and I'm the reason why we're late. Actually, I was one of the first people here, so don't blame me. But yeah, I'm good. How are you?
So what you're saying is blame Locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, blame Locks. Blame, I don't know, who else? Who was late? Joe was a bit late as well, not me.
Okay. But yeah, guys, of course, we are back with Before the Whistle Blows. Are we going to get a Hal Sean Dyche impression again?
Well, you never know. Play your cards right. I just wanted to ask Elena, are you in the confession box at church?
You do look like you actually are.
You do look like, because if you wish to confess anything, I am an ordained minister, and I will hear you.
This is just a wardrobe behind me. It's just
right. You're in a wardrobe.
No, I'm sitting on the floor near the wardrobe because,
of course,
yeah. It's a long story, but this is why I'm sitting.
Well, we've got an hour.
There's enough to talk about rather than why I'm sitting on the floor. But anyway, yeah, this is the setup today. It's fine. It's just a plain background. It's fine.
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get into it. First game we're going to look at is Liverpool versus Aston Villa.
Is no one else getting a welcome? Like, are we not here? Is it just,
come on, man.
Just Elena?
All right.
I've had a great week.
Fine then. All right, Corey. How are you doing, mate?
I'm great, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not bad at all, mate. Not bad at all. Right, so we've done that one. We've done Corey. Locks, how are you doing, mate?
Very good, mate. Thank you. I'll keep it short and sweet. That's it, yeah.
There we go. We've done Locks. How are you doing, mate?
Oh, I've already spoken. I was trying to find the football on the telly, and you've just scared me there. You made me jump. Right? Yeah. No, I'm all right. Royal Challengers Bangalore. I'm wearing that shirt today. They won the first game in the IPL, so I'm absolutely delighted.
And now you're promoting other shows while we're trying to, go on our own show. We just want people to stay on.
Oh no, I would no, Oscar. What you do is you have Fulham Wolves on BT Sport 1. I've just found it, and you mute that.
Don't then promote another show while we're trying to keep people on.
And then you listen to this, but you do watch that. It is the football.
Right. Joe, are you happy now, mate? Are you happy with that?
Well, you haven't asked me.
How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right, yeah.
You've just been filming a video on the Just Joe football channel as well.
I have actually with Igal, which will be coming out after this video, so please check it out.
Great channel, that, by the way. I highly recommend you subscribe.
It is.
It's had some good guests on there. And Igal.
Yeah, we had you, didn't we? We had you last week, Carl, actually. It was good.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing, yeah.
Yeah. No, I figured that, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I should have picked
I'm on
up on
there.
that.
I'm on there, go and watch it. Even though it's predicting games that have already happened, it's still worth a watch.
Yeah.
Right, let's get into it. Anyway. Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Locks, obviously you're a team that's in that top 4 at this moment in time. If Liverpool don't win this game, can we definitely count them out now, the top 4 running?
I suppose you could say that, but I'm not going to write them off just yet until it's mathematically impossible. Obviously, they could string a run of games together and break in there, but I think Leicester, West Ham, I think they're a bit too strong at the moment. Corey, I'm sure Corey would agree. Too strong, I think, for Liverpool to get through. I don't think they'll do it, but I think there's definitely a small chance that they could. Jota as well, back with a bang. He looked really good the other day. So, I said a few weeks ago is it Ben from Rivalry's side? Is that Ben?
Yeah, Ben, yeah.
I was saying to him, I wouldn't rule them out just yet. I think they could easily somehow muster something up. We know they're a world-class side. Even with the injuries they got, they can beat anyone on their day. So, only time will tell if they can string enough together to get through.
Okay. I mean, obviously, Hal, looks like Aston Villa are going to have Jack Grealish out again in this game. Do you give them a chance at Anfield?
Oh, I mean, they did smash Liverpool, didn't they, at their own place earlier in the season? That was exciting. No one saw that coming. That was at that time when everyone was saying, "Oh, the Premier League, it's crackers, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen. No fans, does it make any difference?" Poor, woof, wow. Words like that were exchanged. It was a fun time. It was a different time. But now, of course, it's not a different time. Now it's our time. It's this time. It's definitely a time. So with that in mind, because of course time, not really an abstract concept, definitely a tangible thing that we can grasp. I think with that in mind, yes is the answer to your question.
Okay, very good. Kept that very brief, Hal. Always like that.
Good.
Always like that. To be fair.
Thanks, Oscar.
Elena, I mean, obviously looking at this from a Tottenham point of view, do you see Liverpool possibly making a mess of this again, considering their recent home form?
You're on mute, Elena.
Can't even. There you go.
I did unmute it, but it didn't work. Liverpool are a funny one. They're so inconsistent. It's like you don't know what you're going to get from them. One week you could get like a brilliant Liverpool side, and they're firing on all cylinders, and then next minute you could get like a total Liverpool that doesn't even look like they're the same team that won the league. So they're very inconsistent. It's really hard to call. They need a result, but I don't see them getting it, to be honest. I just don't see Liverpool winning. If anything, I see a draw. But I just don't see Liverpool winning. If they're going to get a point, I see it being a draw.
Of course, Corey. I mean, you're sitting there, smug, happy with life, with a West Ham fan. I mean,
so annoying.
We'll get to Tottenham.
I mean, obviously, Liverpool got a massive game coming up at the next week as well against Real Madrid. Obviously, to try and come back from behind. Do you see them even going full strength on Saturday? Potentially even just resting players to focus on that Champions League tie?
It's a tough one because I think if that tie had been a bit closer midweek, I would have said yeah, and I think they would have taken their chances. But the fact that they got battered so heavily and Madrid did such a number on them, I wonder whether they just think we can get a result against Villa, who have looked pretty abject, to be honest, without Jack Grealish on that side. So I think, again, Liverpool have kind of benefited from playing sides around them that aren't that great. Arsenal were awful, particularly in that second half. They got battered. You look at Aston Villa again. And it's a weird season, mate, because the fact that they're even still in contention for top 4 is a bit nuts. But yeah, I do think they'll go full strength against Villa. And I think they'll just chance their arm against Madrid and see what happens.
I mean, Joe, obviously the big discussion point this week on Sky and that lot between Neville and Carragher. and pretty much for a long time has been over Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think you've seen 2 extremes from him this week against Arsenal. Probably his best game of the season. He's involved in every single goal. Against Real Madrid, against Vinicius, maybe less so. Probably one of his poorest games of the season. Where do you stand on Alexander-Arnold? Should he start for England? Should he be on the plane? Or should he not even be in the squad for you?
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because like you said, we seen what everyone were waxing lyrical about, the performance against Arsenal. Then, we see his frailties midweek. I thought Gary Neville made a good argument. And, I mean, Carragher was just full of emotion, weren't he? It was like he got the ump with Gary Neville.
I loved it. It reminded me of me and you having an argument.
It was a bit like, what are you doing, mate? Just
it's like me and you.
Yeah, it was, weren't it?
About me trying to defend Robin Koch. That was what it was like.
To be fair, I don't think he should be in the squad because I think Luke Ayling should be in ahead of him, if I'm being totally honest. I think Luke Ayling's probably best right back in country, if we're being totally honest, But, no, I don't know. And I don't really care, mate, to be honest. I'm not
asking the question then.
No. To be fair, Reece James is better going the other way. And I think Gary Neville made a fantastic point about the wingers that Trent would come up against. They would absolutely rinse him. If we get to the later stages of the Euros, these wingers will absolutely rinse him, to be fair. Do I think Liverpool might get Champions League, though? Yes. I think it's all on the league now. I know a lot of Liverpool fans were like, it's in Istanbul, we're going to win the Champions League. We see they're not. They're not. Out of the teams that are left in the Champions League, for me, Real Madrid ain't the strongest anyway, man. Do you know what I mean? So if they were to come up against a PSG, for example, they'd have got absolutely hammered. Do you know what I mean? Even more so, in my opinion, anyway. The fact they didn't get a result when they're without Ramos and Varane as well is huge. Them two possibly might be back next week, maybe, and then it's even tougher for them to score. So I think they're out of the Champions League. If there were fans in the ground at Anfield, I'd give them a chance, but there isn't. So they haven't got a chance. But as for the weekend, Villa are a one-man team. They're a one-man team, it's fact. I know they beat Fulham, but that's Fulham. I think they only had 1 win in 5 up until that point. Unfortunately, that was against Leeds. But without Grealish, they're pretty piss poor. And I think Liverpool will have too much for them, and their form has to come from the league if they're to get Champions League football, and Jota is on form, to be fair to him. So I think they beat Villa 2-0, comfortable. Okay. Long answer that for a Trent question, weren't it? Sorry.
I didn't mind it. I mean, for me, I'm thinking Reece James. I'm thinking it's between James and Alexander-Arnold. I don't see anyone else being in that. So are you saying James out the two at this moment in time?
I would say just based, James, and obviously Walker will go. So yeah.
I wouldn't take Walker over Alexander-Arnold though. I don't see that argument. I think he will, but I don't get that.
Kyle can play in the back three as well.
I think Walker starts.
Yeah,
I think he's first choice.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not. Would you agree with that though? Walker being first choice?
I think he's. How?
I know how.
Positionally, maybe he's a bit suspect, but I just fancy him. And people keep bringing up this experience argument, and it is kind of true. I mean, you do want him in the squad. And I watched Reece James the other night, and he was fantastic. So I'm still a bit unsure about the right backs, but I would start with Walker and see where we go from there.
Can I just say, Elena, could you put big lights on? Because it's like watching a scene from The Grudge. She's going to put big lights on. That's great because it's a bit scary.
It is very dark. Yeah, someone actually said, "Is Elena now a goth?"
Oh, that's much better, Elena. Yeah. You know what? That's great. Thank you. Oh, can I also say, Elena?
I didn't like how I look like, so I had the light down because I didn't like how I look like.
Right. Well, you look like
a lovely man.
You do. You look lovely, man. I was going to say the video that you did with your dad was also lovely, and I recommend you check that out.
Yeah, I watched that as well.
It will be live now as well. From Sunday, we're going to do it live because I feel like we could get that interaction and stuff. But yeah, it was great because everyone thinks I talk a lot. He overdone me. So yeah, now you know where I get it from.
Great stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Could you answer the question, please, Hal?
Oh, what was the question? It's about Kyle Walker. Are we still talking about England?
Who would you start at right back for England?
We got ages
tomorrow.
Got ages till the Euros.
I mean, tomorrow.
Okay, if we're playing tomorrow, I'd be like, how long have I been asleep? But then I'd also realistically, I would say Trent Alexander-Arnold, if he's fit, is the best right back / right wing back in the entirety of the English game. But I'm a massive Kyle Walker stan because he's a Sheffield United fan. So I'm gonna back him, gonna support him. But he can play in the centre, as we saw in the World Cup when he played in the back three. He played exceptionally well there. He used to play there as well for us when we were trying to shuffle the pack, because we also had Kyle Norton at the same time and Greg Halford, and we were trying to work out who was actually going to play right back. So he can play centre back. I don't think he will, but he could. I would go with Trent if I had a choice.
Well, you'd have Phil Jagielka in there, knowing you.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about Phil Jagielka today, if that's all right.
Okay, right. Anyway, let's get some predictions in.
Get back to filling the dishwasher, Joe, whatever you're doing.
It might be me that noise is coming from, to be fair.
Okay.
Apologies. Let's have some predictions. Hal, your prediction, Liverpool Villa?
I just muted and was grabbing some water. I am going to say 3-1 to Liverpool.
Okay. Locks?
I'm going to go with a 2-0. 2-0 Liverpool.
Okay. Elena?
I'm going to go 1-1 or 2-1 to Liverpool. One of them.
Okay. Can I push you for one?
2-1, just play it safe, innit?
Also, Elena, check out the lovely comments you're getting. You needn't have worried.
Oh yeah, it's true. I just was like, oh, I don't like it, so I put the light down. I was like, no one said anything. Then Hal called me out, of course.
Always rely on Hal to ruin everything.
Corey, what are you saying, mate?
2-0 Liverpool.
Okay. Right, let's move on to the next game. Next game of the football. We will go to. We're going to go to West Ham Leicester. So Corey pointed out earlier in the week, Locks, that he's one game now from going unbeaten on before the whistle blows against all our teams. He's one game from being invincible. Can Leicester stop him?
I think so. Yeah, I think we'll. I don't know. It's so hard, isn't it? It's so hard. I mean, Leicester have been obviously in the top four all season, and West Ham have spent a good portion now of the season up there as well. So, I think West Ham definitely have a lot of. Well, I don't know what I was going to say. Then they just look so strong going forward. Obviously, Lingard as well. That goal the other day, bloody hell, he was unreal, but not the best at defending, but still, great run from him. And I think, on their day, they could beat anyone. On their day, on a bad day, they could get turned over. And I think we will this time. They turned us over early on the season. We were on a good run, to be fair, and they beat us 3-0. One of the worst performances for Leicester this season, but I think both sides it's going to be an open game for sure. Sorry, I just saw Jordan Dix's comment. Loser shaves her head. What do you reckon, Corey?
No, do one, mate. I've got a barber's booked in next Friday. It's too risky, man. Come on.
Corey's got that Londoner vibe, man. Them Barnets, they'll be loving that stuff. It'll all be done and that. They're not just getting rid of it. They don't shave their heads in London, do they, man? They're too snappy for that. You know what I mean?
I hope we do. I hope we do, Corey. That sounds a bit weird. I hope we do. I hope we beat West Ham, shall I say? But I do have Antonio and Lingard in my dream team, my FPL, which isn't a great sign. But I am confident. I am. Oh, is he injured?
Out for the season? Yeah.
Oh, crap. Hang on. Well, that's good for Leicester. I didn't know that. So. Yeah, I think we'll want to avenge what happened earlier on the season. I think we will, and I'm going to go with Maddison's back as well. So yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-0 Leicester win.
Oh,
okay. Oh, he's not having that, Corey.
Nah, it's 2-0
like that.
He's got a point though. To be fair, like I just said with Mickey out for the season, which is the worst time for it to happen. Declan's out for 4 weeks, I think, as well. So it couldn't be a worse time to go and play Leicester. and their midfield, and it's giving me nightmares. But I mean, Lingard's been unreal. I mean, Lingard is literally knocking on the door of England in terms of those number 10s. And the fact that we had Grealish, Maddison, all those players in there. And honestly, he was unreal. He was unreal on Monday. So, he's always going to be a threat. Bowen's going to step up. But I don't agree with Locks in terms of it being an open game. I think we're going to sit back because I'm not sure we can... I don't think we could compete with that midfield. It gives me nightmares. And Didi, Tielemans, Maddison against Noble, Fornals and Souček. As good as Souček's been, I'm not sure. He's going to have to cover for Marky Noble, unfortunately. So I think we're going to try and grind one out. I think if we get a point from this game, it's a really good result. We just need momentum. I think we've got Newcastle, Burnley, West Brom coming up. We can all beat those teams. If we can get a point against Leicester, I'll be more than happy. I don't think we're going to do the same job that we did on them last time.
Can I just ask quickly as well, Oscar? I wanted to, Corey, what did you think to Player of the Month? Do you think Lingard deserved it? Or?
Of course he did, mate. I've already got him in my FIFA team. He's killing it, man. He's killing it. He's disgusting. West Ham bias. I've already heard this week about Declan Rice rumours. Oh, we'll give you Lingard in a bit. Chelsea will give you Abraham in a bit. The disrespect from some of these clubs is actually starting to get on my nerves. But another story for another day.
I love this from Darren B. That Hal's hate for West Ham is actually now being reciprocated by non-Sheffield United fans.
It's ridiculous. Be your own man, Darren. Don't listen to Hal. Come on.
Thoughts, Hal? Thoughts?
Well, I could share thoughts on that, but I will just tell you one thing. I've been making a list of things I won't miss in the Premier League. So I thought I'd share that with you now. That is plastic fans, entitled fans, Leicester City, obviously, Vardy. Kickoff times that aren't 3 o'clock on a Saturday, just to suit TV. VAR, when we could get tickets, struggling to get tickets away from home. That was always a nightmare. Mark Lawrenson, obviously that's a big one. Referees being biased to the Big Six. But I think the number one thing I'm going to miss the least is losing every week.
I feel personally attacked a little bit by that.
What, because he's talking about plastic fans?
Entitled fans, Big Six.
Oh, hold on, Corey. I heard that.
I'm only playing. Calm down.
Corey's changed,
Yeah,
Go back to the first
Yeah,
happens when you're top four, mate?
Be up there too long.
He was so
I'm a bit sheepish the other week because we started dropping and then we got back in that top 4 and I'm feeling all right again.
Yeah, man.
Can I just band meeting? Can I just give you an idea, Oscar and Joe, for next season? I think on this you should keep a list of the predictions, and then next season you never know. Like Corey could have got every single one right every week, and we just don't really remember.
No, we don't.
That would be really fascinating if there was like a league table.
Yeah, league table sounds like a good shout.
It is a good idea, though.
Yeah, but how?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this from Matt Hayes.
Season?
Oh, Elena still thinks we're Big Six.
Apparently, we've got the best. According to him, we've got the best manager in the world.
What?
According to him, we've got the best manager in the world. So why wouldn't we be Big Six? According to you, we've got no issues, right? Because why would the manager with that much caliber want to be at such a small club? Oh,
what was that, Corey?
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
I think Matt should be sent the link and he should come back with a response to that.
Bring him in.
Matt, let me know if you would like to respond to Elena.
I like Matt. He's got a lovely voice, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's good.
He has.
Lovely voice. I like him a lot. He's got a nice voice, lovely face, and I imagine the rest of him's nice as well. Can I just give you a tiny bit of breaking? He is. A tiny bit of breaking news. John Gregory has just liked one of my tweets. The John Gregory, former Aston Villa and Derby County manager.
What was the tweet that he's liked?
That's not important, Joe. This is massive news. This is massive news.
It is, though, isn't it? Because if it's like, I love you, John Gregory, or something.
No, it's nothing to do with him. And it's whenever a blue tick on Twitter likes something of yours, that's big stuff. So that's made my night. And let's be honest, I needed that.
That is the most Hal-like thing, though, ever. That just some obscure, just some 90s Premier League manager just liking your tweet and that lot, and you're
that's so Hal. I mean, it's never happened before,
It is so
and
Hal.
it's the first time I've ever brought it up. But you're right, it's classic Hal.
He actually said David Ginola was fat, didn't he?
That, mate. I'm sorry.
He did say Ginola was fat,
And Ginola ripped up his top, and he was just shredded.
I know he was. Oh gosh, I'd love to look like that. I was on the Square Ball podcast as well.
Mate, I heard it. It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Well, yeah, they should have, they could have asked. But I listened. I listened back. They took a clip from our channel, the Sheffield United Way. Hit subscribe and the little notification bell. Don't know what it does, but why not? And they took a clip from when we were playing Leeds. They played the goals, and of course, I did say a few things that made me, in hindsight, look a little bit silly. And they played all of that. And it is quite witty, I suppose. But for me, very, very painful.
No, but the best thing was, it wasn't. I thought, to be honest, they do normally do a lot worse, but use pretty sane fans. The American Sheffield United fans were pretty funny, to be fair. But the bit where you said to someone said it was the worst thing. I'd rather watch my mum fall down concrete steps. I thought it was absolutely brilliant, to be fair.
Yeah, I did like that. That was very funny.
Locks has also received it from sections of the Leeds United fan base as well at one point.
I still get asked every weekend. I get asked to do a poem after that.
Oh God, it's harsh, isn't it? It's harsh. Don't worry, we get it as well. We get it from our own. To be fair,
I wondered how is this on? Why? How do Leeds United fans have this clip of me? And I realised that. Is it Lewis? He was at the end of his video for his. Is it Lewis, LUFC Lewis? That's his name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did a video of like other watch-alongs reactions to the goals, and the last clip on it was me doing that stupid poem, and it's gone out to loads of That's how the Leeds fans got it. So
I think the Square Ball Lodge is on as well. To be fair, they call it propaganda, and they just go around and listen to opposing YouTubers, and some of them are brilliant, but
it's a good idea. If I could be bothered to do that and I actually cared about anyone else's opinion, I would. But that is good. And Locks, the main thing with that poem that you did, what did you learn?
Not much.
Fair enough. You're probably doing it next season then, Leeds fans.
No, I mean, it works if we win, doesn't it? But
I tried to help you, Locks, and you didn't help yourself. I will say that I've noticed that you just said there Leeds fans have a go at Locks, and sometimes have a go at you, Joe. I think I'm the only person Leeds fans actually like.
Yeah, probably, mate. Probably. You are well liked, to be fair. I actually did see the comments on the LUTV
I
YouTube.
love it.
Everyone was like,
I love it. I'm going to say it now. Next season, Leeds United are my Premier League team.
Nice. Love that. And they love Corey in that as well. They love Elena. It's just Locks. Sort of soured the relationship. No, he soured the relationship with the poem. That's what it was.
It was a brave move that didn't pay off.
Very brave, very brave. Like
I just didn't think anyone would be watching.
A gal's just said to me, if Haaland didn't score past Diaz, what makes you think Bamford will? And as soon as Bamford scores tomorrow, that'll be going and getting shoved down a gal's throat.
I think he gets a lot of it.
Yeah.
What game are we on? I can't actually remember what game we were
on.
West Ham.
Top four sides. That's what we're talking about.
2 top 4 sides. Let's have some predictions in.
Best team in London versus the best team in the Midlands. Lovely stuff.
Okay, Corey. Okay, all right, mate. All right. We get it.
Let's make sure.
Let's see if he's still there without Ricey. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm not so sure.
We'll be all right. Don't worry. Mark Noble will do a job.
I'm buzzing for West Ham. I'm buzzing for them. I know Hal, obviously. I don't know why I've had to caveat that. I just don't want to upset Hal. I really love Hal, but
thanks, Joe.
It's all right.
You're the only one. I'm not buzzing for them at all.
No,
Tottenham hate it. It gets in their bones.
It's the breaking up of the monopoly.
You think we're your rivals, but we're not your rivals.
We don't care about you. We don't care about you. We beat you. You're a mid-table side. We beat.
We're not your biggest. You are not our biggest rivals.
We don't care. We don't.
We don't care. You're forcing it.
Yeah. Go and lose to Arsenal or one of your other rivals.
That's an actual rivalry, though. Maybe you need to find one, but it's not Tottenham.
Well, no. Can't really respond. You can have that one.
Oh, don't get me triggered. This guy comes on my streams just to trigger me, I think.
I want to know what King Richard's thoughts are on Joe wearing the red top.
Yeah, tell me. No doubt. We did think you'd be in the comments mentioning the red, but why can't we be friends, mate? There's more important things than football. I have Manchester United friends that are Manchester United fans that have grown up since I was a kid. It's not their fault, but I think some things are bigger than football, Mega King Richard. So I think you need to think about that. And, when you talk about Leeds fans shouldn't wear red as well, I've seen your comment come in, like, this is for Bielsa, the man that transformed my football club and made me not only love my football club more than I already did, but he's also made me a better human.
I'm going to cry in a minute.
No, straight up. I'm just speaking facts, and I think...
and also, Joe and I have come together despite him being a Crip, and I am a Blood, and yet we've managed to settle our differences. Obviously, I won't wear the colours when I'm in his ends, but when we're speaking like this, we can chill, and we can still be fairly cool. And sometimes we'll even listen to a little Ice Cube and some Tupac.
I do like Tupac, actually, to be fair.
I'm a Biggie man myself, to be honest.
Yeah. Biggie's also good as well, to be fair. They're both good. Good.
Yes. We've got to say it really, I guess, in the past tense, seeing as they both sadly they are deceased, aren't they?
Yeah. That was
tragic.
That was
tragic stuff.
Yeah. Do you know about the Rampart scandal and stuff?
I do not.
Well, don't start this. Don't start this.
Sorry, we're going down. And also, rest in peace, DMX, yes.
Yes.
Earl Simmons is real name. Yeah, that's good. Good impression, that, Joe. Yeah. So it's interesting.
Sorry, that was even better.
I'll get clips off.
No, that was class though at the start of Excongivity, and it goes. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I just didn't want to talk over that second one, so it can be clipped. So I'm glad that you did it again, because I slightly talked over the first one, but that's top stuff.
Right, let's get some predictions in there.
It's what DMX would have wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
Hal, what's your prediction? West Ham versus Leicester?
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought we were still talking about DMX, and in that case, no, he's definitely still dead. I am going to say West Ham Leicester. It's Sophie's choice. 2-1. 2-1 to West Ham. I'm just saying it because for the first time ever, I'm predicting a win for West Ham, and it might actually mean they finally bloody lose.
Hal, I don't even know where you were going with that first bit, but anyway, we will move on from that quickly. Locks, what are you saying? West Ham, Leicester.
Yeah, 2-0 Leicester, I think. Vardy to break his goal drought at last. So yeah.
Right, Hal, you've made this so awkward yet again, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Elena, what you? He loves it. He loves it when he makes it awkward. Elena, what are you saying? West Ham, Leicester.
I think West Ham will get a goal. Lingard, if he's available, which I think he's fine. I think he will score. But I don't see them winning. I see Leicester having too much for them. See it being a tight game. It's probably 2-1. I don't think they'll be like 3-4-1. But I think 2-1. I think Leicester will win. I mean, that is me saying what I want to happen. Not that it technically will happen, but I'm going to try and manifest it because I can't see them going further and further up. So, yeah, 2-1 Leicester. Let's go, Lock. So we're all behind you. so let's do it because I can't handle West Ham just doing this to me. They're going to be Champions League team. Champions League team. This is just not okay. This is just not. I can't
That's
allow
the
it.
whole argument, mate.
2 minutes ago, you just said we don't care about West Ham, and you just said you want
No,
Leicester
I
to
don't.
win.
No. We're not their. I don't see them as our main rivals, but I can't. This is exactly why, because I feel like they're irrelevant. This is exactly why they can't be a Champions League team. It's West Ham.
And yet they can't stop talking about us. I don't know what it is.
It's because you're here. Other than your little smug annoys me.
How can Corey annoy anyone? How can you get annoyed by Corey?
Well, because he's a West Ham fan. If he wasn't, he's a lovely guy. Other than that,
You can't get annoyed by Corey. What's your prediction, man? What are you saying?
I'm gonna go 1-0. It would be a great draw. Like, I'm actually not feeling that confident, but maybe we'll just pull something off and keep going.
Weidman?
Well, I was going to back West Ham 2-1, but the fact that Hammers fans think, I suppose, the loss of Antonio on that, but I'm still going to go. I want West Ham to get in top 4. I want that monopoly to be switched up. I love that Leicester are a more consistent theme in that now. They're one of the big 6 for me. Arsenal are the one that need to drop out. And I just love it, mate, because it gives me hope as well as a Leeds United fan that you can break in there with a fantastic season. And we're going to do it next year, so it is what it is. Up the Hammers.
Can they do it without Rice, though?
Well, mate, they scored 3 against Wolves. I know Wolves are a bad side, but, well, they're not a bad side, but you get what I'm saying. They're down there, aren't they? Was Rice playing against Arsenal?
Yeah. It was Southgate. Blame Southgate, mate. He was playing for half hour with a dodgy knee. I was like...
Noble had an okay game, though, right?
He had a really good game. Like, even I was a bit like, I don't want to see him play, but I think this is the thing with Moyes. He just understands the team. Like, I know that he'll set up right against Leicester, but whether it's enough, because Mickey's just unreal. But his hamstrings are made of cheese, so it is what it is.
Too big, isn't he, man? He needs to stop modelling himself on Akin Fenwa. Maybe having a bit less weight up top though would help his hammies out. I don't know if that is a thing, but stop getting on the weights.
Fitness advice from Joe Wayman.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see, yeah. I am a picture of health. I smoke 40 fags a day. Try the Wayman diet.
Right, anyway, I'm going to go 2-0 West Ham. I'm going to back West Ham here. I'm going to back Jay Lings to turn up. Lingard's caused big problems for Leicester. But I just love, it's not going to happen, but I just love West Ham to get in there instead of Scum. Just imagine that in Lingard, after let Lingard go. It won't happen, unfortunately. But anyway, let's move ourselves on. Let's move ourselves on to the next game, which is, Hal's favourite topic, Tottenham versus Manchester United. Elena, what's going on at Tottenham?
Oh, shall I just go and put the sprouts in for Christmas?
No,
I've been looking forward to this, Elena. Come on.
Honestly, there's not that much to say because I'm just sitting here like, well, I know, like I know, like at this point, I'm like, it's not a matter of if he's going, he's going. And don't get me wrong, a lot of the squad needs to go with him. But at this point, I'm just like, we're just not good. I mean, I'm sorry. Did anyone hear his comments after the game? Right, same manager, different players. Comment the fact that he lied that Toby was out. So he said Toby didn't get back in time and didn't have a COVID test, and he wasn't in training. But he was pictured in training like 2 days before he said that.
Why was Son on the bench?
Training on like Wednesday or Thursday.
Why was Son on the bench? That was the most bizarre thing I can think of.
He did get a little knock in our last game, so it didn't really surprise me that he was on the bench. But other than it's just his comments now. Apparently, he's lost a lot of the dressing room due to his comments. I mean, saying Toby wasn't there when he clearly was pictured and videoed in training, saying same coach, different players is just not going to get that dressing room on his side. Now Ollie is just as inconsistent, to be fair. Yeah, they're second, but they are very inconsistent. It's like you don't know what you're going to get from a United side. So I just feel like it's going to be really, like, it's just going to be a really weird game. They play really boring football. We play really boring football. I mean, we made Steve Bruce Newcastle have 22 shots against us, doubled our shots. We had 11, they had 22. Like that's more than they've had in like the whole season. I'm pretty sure there was like a year. I saw a stat, and it was like a few years ago the last time we've had that many shots. So
Joel Linton
in a
scored
game,
against you. Joel Linton scored against you.
Yeah, and of course the Arsenal guy. Of course he had to be an Arsenal player to get the bloody equaliser. But it was very coming. The way we played was like I could feel it. We could feel the equaliser. Now we need a reaction. I'm gonna say 1-1 because we played really boring. But I don't think we'll win. I think 1-1. But yeah, just for argument's sake, we're in a shambles. I think the players not playing for the badge is an utter disgrace, by the way, because you have an issue with the manager, you play for the club still, but they're not doing that. But he's not getting any morale up in that team. And I just think if we don't win that final and we don't get top 4, he's gone. And I don't have any hope into why we would right now in the way we're playing. We should not be. We are. How terrible we've been, we shouldn't be as close as we are.
Elena, am I right in saying if he doesn't get Europe, there's a clause that he doesn't get a payoff or something, or not as much, maybe?
There's definitely a clause in his contract if he doesn't make top 4 that he doesn't get the bonuses and all of that. So I just think that he needs that money. But at the end of the day, I don't think our squad is that bad. I mean, yeah, we need a rebuild, but I do think we've got good foundations. So I don't think the squad is that bad. And I think Moyes, and this is not even me trolling, Moyes at West Ham, they don't have too much of a different squad. And they're coached very, very well. I think that just shows the importance of coaching is what they're doing. And we don't have that. We don't have a coach. And I feel like that's the issue. Exactly. If we miss top 4, which I think is pretty...
Is there a part of you who wants to miss top 4 so that he gets the boot without having to pay?
At the end of the day, for me, it's like I think for the better of the club, we need top 4. So rather than lose Kane and Son just to get Mourinho out, I wouldn't want to miss top 4. Like for my club, for my badge, I don't want to miss out on anything. But I just don't see how it can improve in the longevity under him. Even if we make top 4, for me, he's still got to go. Because this season's an anomaly. No one seems to want top 4. It's like, you have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. So I feel like it's not a good benchmark for this season. I just think there's no morale in that team and we just need a lift. I would rather sack him just before the final and have some sort of morale lift in that final. Obviously, this is dependent.
Manager bounce for the final. Big manager bounce.
Get Big Sam in for the final.
Why not? I mean, what's telling you we're going to beat United and Everton?
It worked for Sheffield United. he's either not listening or he's muted, isn't he?
Well, it could be both.
Probably both. But yeah, for me, I don't know. I think we're both United and Tottenham are both playing terribly. So it could even be like a 0-0 game because they play shocking, just as we do. But yeah, we should not be. Not everything, Matt. Not everything. We've had this discussion. Not everything. But for me, it's I'm being honest, the players are a problem and the manager's a problem. But why am I voluntarily adding to our problems? Makes no sense. Eliminate one of the problems if you can. And he is one of the problems. And the first problem to be addressed is always the manager rather than address 11 players. You always address the manager first and then you address the squad. And Elena, he's part of the problem.
Even if you finish in the top 4 and win that cup final, do you still see Kane and Son being at the club? Do you not think one of them is probably going in the summer?
It's hard. You can look at it from both ways. Either they think, okay, I've finally won something here, I can move on. Or they think, okay, let's see if we can win more here. I think it's literally a toss-up. You can't call it. I think COVID has helped. I think, the situation has helped because, the fact that clubs don't have that much money. I think the only clubs that can afford are like City, things like that. So, and I don't see him going to a Prem. I don't know about Son. I don't see Kane going to a Prem team. unless PSG and the fact that they've got Pochettino.
What kind of fee would you want for, say, Kane?
Oh, I'm looking excess of 100 mil. And I think with Son, you're thinking 70 mil. But yeah, I don't know about that, Matt. I don't see Kane say he stays if Jose stays. But anyway, please link me that article because I haven't seen that. So send it to me. But yeah, I haven't seen that personally. I saw Son say he wants a new contract, which I find funny. As to maybe he knows something's going on. I just think a lot of it is look at the future, and we don't have much of a future. Like, we don't know what's going on as fans, so how can the players know if there's a positive long term here? It's almost like we're living in the very now, and I feel like that's what Kane needs to know. Are we going to look for long term success?
Okay. I mean,
it's one thing winning and one thing staying winning. That's what I think we were trying to build under Poch. Not that it worked, but I feel like that's what the model was. Whereas now it's just win something, not stay winning. Do you know what I mean?
I don't want to be that guy, but you didn't win anything under Poch.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what we were trying to do. That's what I'm saying. That's what
they put the pressure on though, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, you lot wouldn't go anything around. So, what he's on about? He wasn't even around, so it's fine. But yeah, what I'm saying is, generally, we were trying to build a squad that can win big things over like more time than what we didn't win anything, but that was the ambition. Whereas now it's just win something now, and I don't know if winning a League Cup is going to say, yeah, we're going to win loads of cups now. I don't. It depends on what the board and the long-term ambition is. I think as a player, as Kane, as he's not getting any younger, will want to know how much am I actually realistically going to win here in his career. And I think that's where the board and him will have to sit down.
Okay. I mean, Locks, do you fear Leicester as being a late challenger for the top four, or do you think they haven't got the quality to make it?
Who, Tottenham?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they'll. I don't think that. I think it's between West Ham, Chelsea, Liverpool. I'd have Liverpool over Spurs. I know obviously Spurs are higher up. I think aren't they? They are, aren't they? They're above Liverpool. But I still see Liverpool being bigger challengers because I think they're more capable of putting a long run together. If I'm honest, just a quick one because I was unsure, Elena. If you do qualify for top four, let's say, and you win the cup, do you still want him gone? Yeah.
For me, yeah, because at the end of the day, I don't see I don't see how I can have a manager that is so bad at man management. He can't really lift that dressing room. We've got 8 games left. At the end of the day, for me, it's like, and the fans. If there were fans in the ground, I think he would have been gone already. So the minute fans get back in that ground, I don't think he's got long left. But we might have him next season just due to money. But I don't think that. For me, I would want him gone no matter what. But this is why I don't see. Would you rather not get top 4 to see him sacked? I want him gone no matter what. This is a much better way he's put it here. I don't think anyone can see where Spurs are heading, and I think that's what I meant. I just didn't get those words out very well. But that's what I meant. But yeah, I would rather him gone because I just don't think he's the right manager for Tottenham. I think we have a lot of problems at Spurs being rebuild, and he's not the manager for a rebuild under this budget that Enoch set. I want to emulate the way you lots do your book club does business, and I don't think that's the Jose Mourinho way. So I just think he might be a top manager still. Probably if he could buy what he wants, he could win everything. We ain't going to give that to him. So we need a coach. And like I say about Moyes, like we need a coach that can do that.
I agree.
I don't know if Moyes. Come on, Moyes has had a good season.
No. I didn't say him. I'm just
no. With
saying
all due respect, though, Corey, he's not.
No, he's not Mourinho standard. But I know what Elena's saying. When you watch Tottenham play, there's no identity at all.
No, I get what you're saying, though. But I just mean, I don't know.
I mean, a coach. You can see that they're coached. They haven't got a better, you haven't got a better squad. We've got a better squad than them. They haven't got a better squad.
Yeah.
And they're coached. We just need a coach. He's not one of the He's not one of the managers that are sitting there to coach players. Do you know?
No, yeah,
He's
I get
there,
it.
like, get the best players and get the mentality, win something.
What if
Joe,
you?
could I just?
I've been very calm. So anyone in the comments, I've been very calm. You know,
Elena has been very calm. Please be lovely to Elena in the comments. Joe, can I just ask a quick question because it's been bothering me? That shirt you're wearing, who is that?
Newell's Old Boys.
So how are they abbreviated?
Yeah, NOB.
Right, now in a totally unrelated matter, I've just read that police have confirmed the man who ran on the pitch naked during Granada versus Man United sneaked into the stadium at 7 a.m. and he hid under the canvas for 14 hours waiting for the game to start. You have to respect that.
Yeah, massive. It's huge. I've seen that earlier on.
Is it huge? I missed it. I missed him running on.
No, I didn't see it, but yeah, for him to wait 14 hours, though, is absolute insanity. It's crazy. He must have been freezing.
It's just so unlikely on the huge comment. But well played, that man. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Yeah. Love seeing that. Good for him.
Do. Elena, can I just ask a quick question? If you want to answer it, that is. Yeah. What if Spurs go out and get Jose, 2 new centre-backs I've seen on Twitter, Vestergaard maybe, I'm not sure, just go out and back him, because he can win stuff.
Let me
He's got Rodon and Sanchez.
He doesn't actually. He has Toby that he's refused to play. And he signed Rodon, and he gave Eric Dyer a new contract, which was his. He didn't give Eric Dyer a new contract, so he doesn't go on a free. He gave Eric Dyer a new contract so he could be his main centre back. Now, if you can't coach him, that's on you. We're not City that we're going to go buy you another centre back just because you messed up giving another one a contract. What I'm saying is, this is his defence. That unfortunately, this is his defence. So you've messed up there. But at the end of the day, 2 new centre-backs isn't going to change the fact that we need about 7 players from this squad gone. And we're not going to do that in one window. So I think that even if we do get 2 new centre-backs, we still have a lot of deep issues. And I think that's going to be addressed in a few windows. And he's not here for a few windows to build a real, proper team. He's here he was the quick fix to get this crop of players a trophy. And I actually think if he wins that League Cup, it's job done in his aspect. It's like, I've done it now. Now you can sort out your team. I actually think he wouldn't want to be here for the rebuild. I genuinely think that. I don't think he wants to rebuild this team. I think he's here to win us a trophy. Be like, look, I've done what Poch couldn't do in 5 years. Thank you very much. And off he goes. I genuinely think that's what he's here for. I think it's actually job done if he does.
Hypothetical question, Elena. Okay. If Man City said to you, okay, we want Kane, we'll give you Laporte, we'll give you, trying to think of someone else who's on the fringes at City, we'll give you Mahrez, okay, Mahrez and Laporte. Would you take something like that? If you had to sell Kane, and to just rebuild the whole squad, would it be worth doing it for you?
No. Because our owners will never get a good enough forward to replace Kane. They might get those 2 players and then get a load of money, but that money will never be reinvested properly. I don't trust. I mean, we did it with Bale. We did it with Carl Walker. I was going to say the window you had after Bale was brutal. No, exactly. And if we have the same owners, nothing's gonna change. And we'll get 2 good players in, but then the rest of it won't get rebuilded to that standard. The problem we do with Tottenham is that we get 1 good player in their prime now, and then we don't get the rest of the team. And then when the rest of the team gets to their prime, that player's is older now. So we always miss out because we never rebuild at the same time with the right crop at the same level, because we haven't got that ambition to do that. So I think we're lucky to have Kane.
If Kane goes, surely Son goes, right? Like, he's not going to stay around, surely.
I would assume so. I think they're the only 2 keeping each other at the club, to be fair.
For me, if Kane goes, that's the real turning of the tide, and I can only see Tottenham going one way.
Yeah, I agree. And I think he also, a lot of the fans won't forgive our owners if Kane goes. I mean, he's like the face of Tottenham right now. We went through it with Bale. We're not going to do it with Kane as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he does go, but if he goes to City, oh my God, that's a whole nother level of actual betrayal. Like, I'll cry. Like, I'll actually cry. Like,
as sure as night follows day, sun follows Kane. It's the dance as old as time.
And if they both go to City, I'll be balling. I'll be crying about it.
Gosh, is that the time?
Yeah,
it's not my fault. You lot keep asking me questions. Honestly, it's not my fault.
How then? How do you do it, mate? How do you come up with this?
Did you get any sponsorship, Oscar, from Anyasol? Not you personally.
No, mate, we didn't. We got a sponsor from the gravel company, though, after you did. After you said Sean Dyche eats gravel.
Good. I pleased to aim.
Oh my god!
Right, let's just grab some predictions. Tottenham, Man United. I'll go to you first, Hal.
I would just like to take a moment, Oscar, thank you for the introduction, to promote my podcast, Once Upon a Time on the Pitch. It got a few reviews last time from Leeds fans. I could tell that because they literally just wrote all Leeds, aren't we? Which isn't really what my boss wanted to see. So if you could on this occasion, please give me a 5-star rating and a review that doesn't just say ALAW. That would be fantastic. Once Upon a Time on the Pitch, available everywhere you get your podcasts.
Please do that, guys. Please do that for him.
Thank you, Joe. Do check out Just Joe on YouTube.
I cannot believe almost an hour before you mentioned it. Almost an hour.
I know, and thank you. I genuinely mean it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to promote it, because it did go through. I had 5 reviews before, and now I've got 31 star reviews. So that's down to Leeds fans, and I genuinely thank you. Prediction for this is going to be awful. 0-0.
Okay.
Yeah, you can write MOT instead. Because my boss might not know that isn't anything to do with getting your car regularly serviced, and that's fine.
Anything to add on the Sean Dyche situation, mate?
What's the situation, Oscar?
Well, Paddy Bamford wasn't particularly happy. You called him names. He said he should be eating gravel.
Actually, Patrick Bamford did say, didn't he, that Sheffield United didn't put up much of a fight, and he was quite controversial with his comments. I love all that stuff, by the way. I absolutely love it. A few of my mates, Blades fans, were saying, "Oh, this is why we all hate Bamford." I don't hate Patrick Bamford. It's all theatre. It's all entertainment. This is what it should be. It's like WWF wrestling. What's it called now? It's not WWF, is it? I'm old.
WWE.
WWE, but you get what I mean. It's all like a bit of pantomime. It's pantomime villain stuff. It's fantastic. Yeah, WWF is the World Wildlife Fund.
It is.
Thanks, Joe. Love your knob top.
So no Sean Dyche impression then, mate. Come on.
I don't turn it on and off like that, Oscar. That's not how this works.
It's got to come. There's got to be an opportune moment for it to come.
Like when like Oscar, when we're not doing this, you need to. I'm not a piece of meat. You got to romance me. You got to get me in the mood. It doesn't just happen.
Right, okay.
I'm going 2-1 Man United. I think they're better away from home and they will beat Spurs 2-1.
Well retrieved, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. That was that was what I was after from Hal.
I gave you 0-0. You got your 0-0 prediction. That's what you got.
Okay. Locks, what are you saying, mate?
Yeah, I think Man United will have too much for them. 2-1 Manchester United.
Okay. Elena?
1-1.
1-1. Okay. Corey?
Yeah, 1-1.
Okay. I'm going to go 1-1 as well. 1-1.
So you're not going to be a cracker, guys. We have not predicted a great game.
Mad though, isn't it? It's mad though that you won 6-1 in the reverse fixture. It's mad. It is mad.
Yeah, Son and Kane on fire, isn't it?
Yeah, they were.
But I believe, Hal, that's what we call Harry Maguire tax for that game.
And now we've got Jose tax, so it's great.
I thought I was going to get a bite off Hal there, to be fair. I thought he was going to react to that. Anyway, let's talk about your game, Hal. Sheffield United, Arsenal. Can the Heck finally get a point?
No, I don't think so. I think that we will lose this game, possibly by a record score. I just can't wait for the season to be over. All I've got left to look forward to, Oscar, is the sweet release of death. What can I say? I think we genuinely might lose 6 or 7-0. I've seen us lose 6-0 against Arsenal. It wouldn't surprise me. So no, nothing to look forward to. Loads of players injured. We only had one shot against Leeds. We were terrible, and we'll be worse against Arsenal.
Okay, so no confidence at all, then, mate. That's the vibe I'm getting here.
Not really. I mean, I was looking back at previous times we've beaten Arsenal at home. We've not got a terrible record against Arsenal at home, but they were all under different circumstances. You know, we've beaten them 3 times 1-0 at home in recent years, which is good, and that's something to perhaps look back on and build on. I was trying to think, could that happen again? Well, last season we beat them at home, and we drew with them away, and we got smashed by them away this season, and the guy who scored the goal to give us that 1-0 win at Bramall Lane last season is out injured, like all our players are. So, you know, it's if we're going to get anything, we're going to need desperately a kind of scrappy goal like we got against Leeds, or an own goal to actually go in our favour. We've now scored, I think, 4 own goals. We need someone to score own goals for us. That's the only way we're going to score.
Joe, do you think there's a possibility Heckingbottom doesn't pick up a point between now and the end of the season?
Yeah, there's a real possibility of that, isn't it? I always thought if he was going to get a win, it was going to come against us, to be fair. I just can't see it. Unfortunately for Hull and Sheffield United, but he's not a great manager, is he? And I think he made some quite crazy comments where he came out and said that Leeds United made substitutes in order to live with us. He must have been watching a different game, because I don't know where he got that from. And he made himself look a bit silly, to be honest. But that is what it is. I think
a new one. That Harrison's good, isn't he?
Yeah. But even Sheffield United fans must have looked at his comments and thought, yeah, we're not really buying that, to be honest, mate.
We don't listen to his comments.
No, exactly. I fancy Sheffield United to get a goal. But
you always do, Joe.
I do, mate, I do. But you got to, Dylan Howarth, good we out ball, whip ball. Square ball have been to win that. So 2-1 Arsenal. Arsenal are terrible, though, aren't we? Can we all laugh at Arsenal for a second?
Yeah.
They're so bad.
I would kill a man.
You're on mute, I think.
I would kill a man for 42 points, which is what Arsenal have got. So, you know, it's careful what you wish for, because we're in serious trouble, and Arsenal they claim they're having a rubbish season, and all the Arsenal fans are furious.
Elena's talking to someone, look. She's not even on our... Yeah. You on the phone, are you, love? She's on the phone to someone else.
I'm not on the phone. I'm not on the phone. My phone's here. It's locked. Look.
That's the one time we wanted you to talk.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
You were talking to yourself then, if not.
No. My boyfriend's behind the laptop.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right, well, what did you say?
No, it's all right. That's through me, that.
Hi, Locks.
Hi,
Locks.
He's an Arsenal fan, so he was kind of talking about...
is he game on? Turn it round.
No,
let's all laugh at Arsenal, I said. Come on.
Speak.
Nah, you don't want me on there, mate.
He's there. I was saying that he thinks that you're gonna win, and I'm like, no, I'm fully backing Hal.
Yeah. But Arsenal are so bad, aren't they? They are so bad at the minute. Anyway, it's quite funny. Actually.
This is why I'm sitting on the floor, because I'm in his bedroom. Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Hello, Arsenal fan. Oh God, he looks like me.
This is his first time.
This is your first time you're making your debut appearance, mate.
Yeah. What's going on, everyone? Leeds TV.
All right, mate. All right.
Isn't this my favourite one? Yeah. I always say.
Yeah.
It's like Mr. and Missy.
No, he's not lying.
No, it is.
Good.
Yeah, we actually travelled once in Arsenal and Spurs shirts going to Cyprus, and loads of people in duty free were like, how does this work?
Yeah, that was weird. She looked a bit like my sister, but you know, even sister.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Anyway, to cut things short,
You're not in the camera.
Sorry.
Like, can you not see?
To cut things short, I'm gonna have to tell you now. The Blades are getting gunned. Right? You're bringing knives to a gunfight. Yeah.
What is he on about?
I don't know.
It's hard.
How thoughts on that, mate?
Someone said bring up Liverpool.
It's like
all the time.
It's like looking in a mirror.
Yeah.
It's like looking in a mirror if I'd been brought up in the South.
How do you look alike?
I think we look a little bit alike. I think being realistic.
A little bit.
All right.
No,
a little bit. Yeah, he's better looking, but there's a similarity, isn't there? Let's be fair.
No, take off the glasses, man.
Yeah. See? I mean, could be brothers.
It's like looking in a mirror.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Yeah, cool. Nice one, man.
Yeah. Enjoy. I'm out.
Get me a drink. Downstairs. I asked him that earlier, right? And he did that.
Brilliant.
So, Elena,
What?
is that your bit on the side?
What?
Or is that your main? I'm trying to sound down with the kids. Is that your main squeeze? Are you courting? That's what I'm asking?
Yes.
I'm trying to sound down with the kids, and you just said,
since
"Are you
2012.
courting?" The most 40-year-old man the phrase known to man.
Did you meet at a
We've
box
been together
social?
since 2012, so yeah, it's been a long time. November 2012. I was 17.
You've been stepping out since then. That's lovely.
But yeah, telling my dad that he was an Arsenal fan was actually harder than telling him I had a boyfriend.
Yeah, I couldn't have dated a Sheffield Wednesday fan.
I did it. I said it in front of him. I was like, so he can't get angry obviously because he's there. So I was like, oh, he's a gooner, by the way. And then I ran away.
Well, I will say this: he's a very handsome man.
Thanks. He's not here, but yeah, he would get a big head anyway. He doesn't need to hear that. But thank you.
Well done.
Yeah,
Right.
that was
Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. That was interesting. That's my fault, to be fair, by asking her who she was talking to.
He
My
was actually talking
apologies.
about the game as well, which was funny because I was sitting there going, "No, I'm back in Hal."
Yeah. But I don't think any. I know Arsenal are bad, but they'll beat Sheffield United, won't they?
Yeah, unfortunately. It's sad because I actually prey on his sad times. Like when he's sad of his team, I'm like sitting there smiling. Sometimes I have to run away and like laugh or something.
Cool. Must have been a tough season for both of you.
Locks, I bet you're wishing you'd stayed away, mate.
Sorry, Locks, mate. I've literally, it's just got a bit. How's things, mate?
Starting again. From the top, everyone. Places.
Introductions.
It's just how when you were saying you were down with the kids and you were coming up with like the most like 90s catchphrases I think you can come up with. That made me giggle.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
it's nice to see Elena's.
People are shouting football.
Yeah, let's talk about what we're supposed to be talking about. Football.
It's been a weird stream today.
Predictions. Locks, give me a prediction. Sheffield United, Arsenal.
4-0 Arsenal.
Thanks.
It's a fair prediction, but it's just.
Can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait to be relegated. I just want to get out of this cocking league.
But you'll come back on this next season, mate. You will. You know you will.
I have signed an exclusive contract with Just Joe YouTube channel, which I was going to reveal at the end of the season.
That's good.
This isn't true, by the way, Oscar. I'm not like.
I don't think there's smoke without fire, mate. That's the thing here. I think meetings have been taking place.
Just started something that is total nonsense. But if it breaks you two up, this is like the start of the Beatles falling apart. It's hilarious.
If someone wants to compare us to the Beatles, I'll take that all day long, mate.
Yeah.
Corey,
well, you sound like one, Oscar.
Corey, just give us a prediction. We need to move on a little bit here.
5-0 Arsenal.
Awkward now.
5-0.
5-0 Arsenal.
5-0.
No, I actually think it's going to be. I actually think Sheffield United could get a point because of how bad. No, I watched them against Slavia the other day and I had to turn it off. I've never seen such boring football in my life. I fancy Sheffield United to get a point. 1-0. Up the Blades.
Wow, that changed quickly.
Yeah.
What? So you just said 1-1 after that?
Yeah. Well.
What is going on with this show tonight? What is going on? You just said 5. Anyway. Joe, prediction, mate. Sheffield United, Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Elena?
I'm going to go 1-1 to back Hal, but realistically, it's not going to be. But let's just say 1-1. Let's go for it.
Hal?
6-0 Arsenal. Easy.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to what game we're going to move on to last of all. The main game of the week: Manchester City versus Leeds United tomorrow afternoon, which you'll be able to catch up exclusively on All Leeds TV and the watch along and all matchday content. Look, me and Joe have spoken about this game a lot. Locks from a neutral. I think the last time we played Leeds Man City, Gary Neville described it as the best game he's seen in the Premier League for 10 years. Can you see another cracker?
The potential's there, definitely. I think, though. I mean, when did you play them? When was that reverse leg?
First week of October. 4 games in.
So yeah, I mean they're a different animal now, aren't they? To be fair, Manchester City. Like I said, there's still the potential for it to be a cracker, but I think Man City are just unstoppable now. I think they'll just keep winning until they win the league. Leeds have a chance. I mean, Leicester didn't do anything against them. We didn't do it well at all. But Leeds obviously have enough to try and grind something out. Play some. I think it'll be an open game, so it could go either way. But yeah, I think Man City probably have a little bit too much for Leeds this time, and yeah, I'm going to go with a 3-1 City.
I thought you were having a stroke.
That's that noise, man.
Yeah.
How? What are you saying, mate? This game?
Oh, City. I mean, this is going to be on paper. You'd say Man City are going to win. And that's easy to say. They are at home. It's the early kickoff. We all know. Tries to look up quickly. Do Leeds play well in early kickoffs? Help me. Is there any data out there? It's too small a sample size. I hear what you're saying, Joe. Okay, I'll then say it's going to be. I think Leeds are going to do, as much as they possibly can, but it won't be enough. I'm going to say 1-0 to Manchester City. Kyle Walker, 40 yards out, top corner. Striker.
Okay. Elena, what are you saying? Man City, Leeds.
I just think City have too much for you lot, unfortunately. They just look on fire. They look unstoppable at the moment. So I think you'll score because you do. We know the way you play, but I think that they'll probably win with the open way you play. If you do that against them, I think they'll win 3-1.
We did it in the first fixture and got a point. Just saying.
The first fixture, all those times, is a long time ago. Things are different now.
Oh, we know that. 6-1.
Exactly. 6-2-0 against City. I have no confidence now.
I think we're going to pull off a shock. I do. The more I've talked myself into this 2-1 win, the more I believe it. And that's always the case if I've told myself something long enough. But I think we're going to beat them. I think we're going to beat them tomorrow. Real turn up for the Bucks. Telling you. You'll see. Come on, Bamford.
Someone said you're unbeaten in 12.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a bit too tough for Leeds, just because I think last time it was that perfect mix, wasn't it? Really, City was struggling. I think Leeds were well up for it. I think Leeds will still be up for it, but I don't know. You might get lucky because of the Champions League. Maybe they might. I know I'm not saying resting players is a thing with Man City, but if they weaken themselves, but I still think City 2-0. I'd like you to score. I reckon you'll make it interesting. I hope you pull it off. I really, really do. But I'm going to go 2-0 City.
It'll be a good game, nevertheless.
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
Unlike
okay.
Moyes.
I think that's we can just about leave it there anyway. It's been a fantastic show as always. Before we sign off, unless anyone's got anything else to add.
Yeah, my podcast,
21.
Once Upon a Time on the Pitch. I haven't had any additional ratings or reviews since I promoted it. That's Once Upon a Time on the Pitch.
Right.
Unless there's been one. Since then, it hasn't updated. Thanks, Joe.
But no, on a level though, just before we do exit, check out Lily White TV, which is down there. She hit 1,000 subs. Great to see. The video of her and her dad was brilliant. So check that out.
Yeah.
Hal, yeah, no worries. Check out the Sheffield United Way. He's a legend. Their watch-alongs are quite funny. And also check out his pod, to be fair. Locks, he's just getting pissed all the time. Every time I've seen it anyway.
He's pissed now.
Yeah. He's always drinking gin. So make sure you check out Locks. And obviously Corey as well, the West Ham Way. That's always a good watch. Although I left him a comment the other day and he didn't respond to me, which hurt me a little bit.
I feel so bad, man.
Yeah. Well,
I get upset.
Listen, Corey,
you
if you respond, man, I've give super chats to Sheffield United Way. I've give super chats to the boys at Leicester Fancy. Yeah, do you not remember?
No.
One time you spent like 60p.
Yeah, of course I do.
I think it was $4.99.
That's really kind. Stop doing that, by the way. You're trying to build up your own, so you can leave your business and.
No, but I'm a nice guy, mate. I'm a nice guy. You know what I mean?
It's your only flaw, Joe.
But all I'm saying is these are a great group of people, so please go and support their channels. And they'll be doing obviously watch-alongs over the weekend, so make sure you check them out. Please do, right? Rusty Smith just subscribed to the Hal on Spotify. So, and I can't say it because it makes it look like I've just done all that for my own personal gain. After this.
Okay. Just go for it, man. Go for it.
After this, there'll be a video going up on the Just Joe Football Show, right?
You should have just gone for it, mate. Before you did that, I can't say this. You should have just gone for it and just...
Yeah, nah. So there'll be my Premier League predictions for the weekend, which will probably be different from this because my memory's not the best. So check that out on the Just Joe Football Show. Yeah. But honestly, guys, on a level, thank you so much for coming on and doing this every week and being part of the channel. Yous are all diamonds. I don't know why I'm getting all like philosophical and emotional and all this sort of stuff. I'm not really emotional, but you get what I'm saying. I feel like it's coming towards an end. We've got single figures. We're going to lose Hal, which is disappointing. So
are you seriously not staying?
I think it would be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
We'll
you talk about
United in the Championship. Come on, man. Come on.
Watch the Championship if you stay on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, your people talk to my people. I've got that exclusive deal with Joe. That is legally binding as well, and I've had lawyers have a look at it. So
that's gone from nothing's been agreed to we've spoken to it's all sorted. So I
mean, I've signed something, and my word is my bond. But as I say, speak to Joe about that. Because I don't want to get him in trouble. I don't want to cause a beef between Oscar and Joe. That'd be the last thing I want. Just watch Rome
TV,
burn
mate.
from a distance.
Just stay on all these TV, mate. Anyway,
Elena's channel is Lily White TV, George. If you want to check that out.
Oh yeah,
it is.
Thanks.
Right, guys. Before we sign off, we've got the fantastic sponsors, Football Prizes. Make sure you check them out. Some fantastic stuff from footballprizes.com. Look at this piece. Look at that absolutely beautiful piece. Marcelo Bielsa, signed and framed. Leeds United shirt, as Joe Wayman very well pointed out, with LED lights. Have a disco with Marcelo Bielsa. That's your opportunity. $7.45 a ticket. 99 tickets available. And we've also got from Football Prizes for the general football fan. Steven Gerrard signed and framed Champions League winner montage. $4.95 a ticket, 66 tickets available. One of the greatest Champions League finals of all time, and the man of the match from that game. Competition ends on Wednesday, and plenty of other stuff on offer. Toni Kroos, Ilkay Gundogan, and Sergio Aguero, just to name a few. Check them out. Football Prizes. Get on it, guys. And unless anyone else has got anything else to add, good luck to everyone this weekend.
Sean, just to take us out. Anything?
Oh, it was a terrible impression as well. I mean, it didn't even sound anything like him.
Good.
Anything to look forward to, Sean, for the weekend?
I might bite an otter. I don't know.
What's Sean's thoughts on Philip passing?
Oh no! Don't put me in that position.
all right. What's Sean's feelings on Brexit?
Oh God! You're asking me things that could potentially, especially with my real job, put me in an actual difficult position. I was spent last 2 years working in a country where Brexit was a huge issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's end it because I need to have my Chinese. Lena's gonna.
Tell you, Sean Dyche loves the Chinese. I'm joking. We can go. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
No, Hal, you're not going to do the impression?
I did an impression, the otter biting thing. I hadn't thought it through, Oscar. It wasn't that funny.
Right, let's go. Let's just,
Peace all. Have a nice weekend. Thank you again for watching.
See you later, guys.